I forgot which one of you guys said you guys didn't necessarily trust Kashin Koji. I think Mello was one of the first people I heard this from. He essentially said that it's not necessarily a given that he's acting in the best interest of everyone. He might just be acting in the best interest of himself.
Mm.
Hypothetically, if Sarda has this ability where she could like read his mind with her Mangekyo Sharingan, she could essentially like guarantee like he's not working in some sort of nefarious way.
You know, one way that that can possibly happen, like we said, he can see all possible timelines. If Sarda, because for some reason she's not susceptible to Ada's Senryugan or her love ability or whatever like that. So possibly, since it is a senjutsu from Shibai, it's a possibility that Sarda could possibly work around that to where he wouldn't see that that possibility of her actually doing that. I don't know how I'm trying to word this, but I hope y'all understand what I'm trying to get at.
No, yeah, I understand that. I kind of understand it.
Yeah, like I don't know how to word it, but like she's not susceptible to Ada's ability, so it's a possibility that she's not susceptible to Kashin Koji's ability either. Like if Sarda did something to like go against what his ability produces as far as like seeing multiple timelines, possibly she can hide that time, some crazy like that, like where
We can't
he
rule it
doesn't
out.
see that coming. Yeah.
Yeah, we can't. And to be honest, the stuff with Sasuke is one of the reasons why me personally, I'm definitely not ruling out a certain situation like that. Because again, it's possible that she has some sort of crazy genjutsu that just hasn't necessarily been revealed yet.
Right.
And if that's the case, yeah, of course, Kashin Koji would probably be susceptible to something like that. But to be honest, he does have like a chakra flow. He does have like a chakra network. So yeah, he will be susceptible.
But as far as like Kashin Koji though, like I wasn't saying like I don't think that he's like working, like he's doing something nefarious as far as like something that's going to like destroy the world or something, but I don't think that he's doing everything in Boruto's best interest, if that makes any sense. Like if any of his, I was like alluding to like if any of his friends had to die and that was like the only thing that would lead to the best possible outcome, he's going to take that route and Boruto them like that. That's how I think they're going to fall out.
Yeah, no, that's for sure possible. I mean, to be honest, like I don't even think like that would be completely bad because like Boruto's kind of doing the same exact thing. Like Boruto isn't necessarily saying like whatever is the best way to actually get to peace, I want that way. No, he's essentially saying he wants peace his own way. And one of the main reasons, or one of the main examples of that, he's basically saying that he doesn't want to kill Kawaki. He wants Kawaki to remain alive. So like even still, he wants like a good outcome, but he wants it his way. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. But also like they like even like what she was saying, like they don't really know too well. No, sorry, they don't really know too much about Boruto no more. Like us either. We don't know what Boruto's been through. We really don't know his goals or anything. They kind of have been keeping that a secret and just sprinkling it along as it goes on. So we don't really know his motive as of right now.
No, we don't. But to be honest, like I don't even think. I think as of right now, in my personal opinion, I think he's earned like his respect. Like even like the fact that he's like the what's it called, the reincarnation of not reincarnation literally, but he's basically like Jiraiya. You feel me? And he also had like the same fate as Jiraiya as well. Of course, he didn't necessarily die in the same way. He could have potentially died, but he escaped. Unlike my guy Jiraiya, which could have escaped. Don't let me start on that. That's over in itself. But yeah, it also, I remember one of the first times we actually did see him, he said that his fate was actually linked to the Hidden Leaf Village. And if he actually believes that his fate is linked to the Hidden Leaf Village, he probably wants to protect it. So stuff like that makes me believe like he is going to be like doing things the just way.
No, I have no contentions against that. But like what I was saying, like as far as Boruto goes, like if it had like say in order to save the Leaf Village, he has to follow the timeline where I'm just going to throw out a character like Mitsuki had to die. I don't think Boruto, he would try to do something that
he would avoid it,
would save Mitsuki rather than him having to die to save the Leaf.
Yeah, for sure.
Because like it's always been like it's always been like a running narrative to where like characters like Naruto, where like everybody told him he couldn't be Hokage, like he was like he always was like under the belief like I'm going to create my own future. I have the control of my own fate. So I think Boruto would be like the same way.
One of the easiest ways for Boruto to potentially get his Jogan back is for her to actually place a genjutsu on Sumire and have her have like evil intents and summon Nue and do the whole thing over again. You think that's possible?
That would wait well. So she would make she would make Sumire evil
Yeah.
with the
To
genjutsu.
to force a Boruto power up.
Nah, I mean, if we take out, I don't see why Sarada would do that. Maybe I don't see why Sumire would just turn evil by herself, but I see it more so like if she would have just do that by herself, maybe she would turn evil again, or maybe Nue goes wild and that links to Jogam. I can see that. Maybe Nue goes rampant randomly one of these days because it's reacting to something, and then Boruto's Jogan responds to that. I can see it, but I don't think purposely like a evil Sumire. Bro, they're gonna destroy her character. Not that I would care personally, but like
But
that was